My name is Laurel Lubes. In the fall of 1944, I was 22 years old. My husband Bob was also 22, and our baby daughter Jenny was 6 months old. After 14 months of Far Eastern specialized Army training at Stanford University, Bob and his classmates were sent 2 by 2 to infantry divisions. After 2 months of training in Indiana, Bob was given a 2-week furlough. We knew that meant the 106th Division was about to leave for Europe, where the German army was weakening but not giving up. So saying goodbye was harder for me this time. My memories of that period, April 1944 to December 1945, include writing letters, looking for letters, and waiting for the war to be over. As I waited for mail that did not come in October, I put together Bob's Christmas boxes, which the post office said to send by October 15th. In November, I received 3 letters from Bob, written in England, and then nothing. December, too, was without letters. I could tell the war was getting worse by the number of brief articles on the lower half of page 1 in the Evening Lincoln Journal, headlined, "Missing in Action" and "Killed in Action." My definition of a good day was one where the newspaper did not include the name of Robert Lubes. The news of the Battle of the Bulge reached the newspapers while I was still waiting for a letter. The report that the 106th Division had been decimated by the German offensive made my fears all the greater. I continued to write and mail a letter to Bob every day. And then on a dark, cold January 15th, I made the trip to the mailbox in the street and found a letter addressed to me in my husband's handwriting. I shouted to the neighbor who had just picked up her mail, "Mrs. Mason, I have a letter from Bob." The letter was dated December 29th. Dear Laurel and Jenny, very belated Christmas greetings to you from France. What is at least as important as the greetings, though, this is to tell you that I'm still alive and well after my first weeks of frontline combat experience. In fact, I would be able to compose a pretty lively account of the past month if censorship regulations didn't interfere. My division joined the 1st Army and went into the lines in time to be rather thoroughly involved in the Germans' present all-out attack, and during the days that followed, I was not only copiously baptized under fire, but I tramped over a goodly portion of Belgium, especially through wet portions with little chance for resting my feet or removing my shoes. As a result of this abuse, I ended up the day before Christmas in a Belgian hospital with a mild case of trench foot. That mild case meant that Bob was hospitalized in Belgium, France, and finally England, and then assigned to limited duty in Germany till November 1945. His arrival home on Christmas Eve made a family story retold every Christmas. Did he ever get the Christmas packages I mailed in October? He did in May. Paperback books, a can of hard candy, and dried figs made it okay, but chocolates were smashed as thin as their boxes and were inedible.